Yeah. Unfortunately, also was 21st century.
Yes.
But it was 16th century leaders.
Yeah, well, Atetekwa leaders.
Yeah, it was 16th century leaders governing
21st century. Gen Zs.
Yeah, you see. So any time
they are doing it over 20
right.
years. 200 years.
Any time Ube who said you see, every dispensation requires a disposal of certain leaders and appraisal of certain leaders. So, for example, when you go to America and by chance you become Donald Trump today, what must you do? You must understand that rules of engagement.
Yeah.
And Africa, to Ghana, no, it doesn't sit with America, even though there are blacks over there. I habit me you be imagine go ta ho adwonso.
Oh, not day.
Na ya catch us adwonso yare nti jado man adwonso because
Sunday ni.
Oh, papa panimu na adwonso okwan ho amudi na tem e bi adwonso yare. But don't forget it's America so grofo adwonso yare. But onja kwan ho nyini be ma adwonso.
David or more damn that.
A orientation.
Yeah.
The African leader, titru yenye leaders no. Womu nim the importance of I want to choose a very decorous word. They don't know the importance of a human being. Let me put it this way. Share colonialism. Neo-colonialism also came.
Yeah.
Adia bakwa when Abrafon sat down, did their calculations, and they left us with food deficit, energy deficit, and then industrial deficit, that is manufacturing deficit.
Yeah.
These are the three things that hamper the development of Africa. So, as I said, we a BBD president, what we trust now who said no. Adia Timima, a human being can become a human being.
It's a nipa.
But any clothing, it's a lie.
No.
It's not clothing. Adia many nipa, any car. Any shelter. We share the 5 dear Ben friends say Maslow's
Maslow's theory of needs.
Then forget it.
Yeah.
The most important need of every human being, every living organism, is food.
Ediane.
You feed your tummy, you feed your brain, you feed your emotions, you feed your skills, you feed your hands.
No.
So anytime your tummy is only filled with food and your brain has not eaten, you will fail as a human being.
Yes, of course.
So what did me now we yam
Udi wanum
na wadwene no ndidi
na wadwene ne di ya
Allah
Captain Smart.
You see, and this is the African leader for you.
Yeah.
Enti Brony International who said no. Look, I mean, check this. Just 1955. Before the Rome Treaty, Europe could sign it, Now Africa defeated the whole of Europe.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Then they sat down and said that no, we have food crisis.
Yeah.
What is food crisis? We are getting food from Africa.
Yeah.
One bag Ghana be fair, bro. One bag Ghana be fair, bayre. One bag Ghana be fair, body. And they are there at the core. But they sat down and said, no. We have food crisis. What if one day these guys decide that they are not going to give us food? We can feed ourselves.
Yeah.
So what we have to do, number one, let's get our own food. And then they said that, okay, Momra, Obra, when you say, would you apple, would you say, who you say, who you say, Paddy's here, dear bro, baby. Oma dear bunch, Oma dear body. I mean, almost started dear BB, one can say,
yeah.
So Europe became self-sufficient, minus Africa. Before 1955, Europe was not sufficient without Africa.
Yes.
But this time round, they became sufficient. Not thinking about Africa anymore.
They do not care about you.
So what they did was that Africa ebrono, Emma udi ebroa, ye kono ye maize.
Yeah.
One say a dark eye.
Yeah.
One more was yellowish eye.
Yeah.
It's a yang bruno our maize and when it gets into your muscles and about who you day yam no is full of fiber and the time I more check it about you to make your feed Jamaica your friend say
Usain Bolt.
One more shot the kuna branch and who you didn't they realize that a yam puna they realize puna because also on pay and be on assassin so to me buy that no pay no pay
January to December.
Yes, and fan hope buy it.
He's okay.
So they realize that no, these guys we have to weaken them. What can we do? We have to change their taste. That is why I'm very mindful of taste.
Yeah.
So they took our cheke and gave you rice water. Huh? They took someone in my cow.
Yes, of course. By that, and one direct.
Yeah. They took that one and they gave you Pringles. They took that one and gave you that one. They took our white maize and gave you yellow maize, yellow corn. That's how they called it. Yeah. They took our smoked fish, dry fish, and gave you canned fish. What I say? So when they realized that they went to create something in the Bible. Obruman Kuma, Osono, any other pigeon. When they realized we have these three people, they also went into the Bible and created Shadrach, Meshach,
and Abednego.
They also created that for us. So when you sit down carefully, you can tell that the African leader is deficient of proper thinking.
Yeah.
After food deficit, they realized that no. What do we have to do? Let's give them energy deficit. So, watch this. Right after Kwame Nkrumah si akoso modam pepe, then they started hitting the man. And then they took him out of office because you need energy.
Yes, of course.
To power your economy.
Yeah.
You need energy to do this. That is why sometimes when you talk about Mahama,
okay.
But when you talk about Mahama, people don't understand. One person single-handedly, what did he do? He sent several what? Your friends say,
power badges.
But what happened? We just cancelled it because of political expediency.
Yeah.
We should have, as people, sat down properly. Go into it. I didn't know. Okay, we're saying 30, we're saying 100. Maybe we don't need 100. We need 40. So why don't we do away with 60 and keep the 40?
Yeah.
Even the 40 that we need, let's go into it. If there are other lines and records of corruption and whatever, let's re-bargain.
Yeah.
Let's re-engineer the faculties of those contracts.
Yeah.
They call. Yeah. To Kwame Nkrumah straight up. To Kwame Nkrumah pepe. And you start Africa, Titru Ghana, you start to see a energy crisis. Obiana Vaco a year Juma. Later they came to tell us that Vaco consumed too much. And to say Ngu Valqua, Yen Timi, Marcos Modam, and then bam, we are dead and gone. Then they left you with a manufacturing deficit. They said that, mo dear, as black man, don't worry. But Bibi did Jerry. Policy. Yen the Bibi Abeba. It's what one year the sound system abroad. Now Kwame Nkrumah sang you near Gunu. What was near abroad TV? Kwame Nkrumah president near Gunu. What was near abroad pens and crayons? Wabra, it be what one year abroad matches. Now Yakato say a Kede match factory Gunu.
What one year abroad tie?
Ya brought tie.
Was a tie. Yes, you know.
So they left us with manufacturing deficit. And instead of us as people to sit down and realize the end result of these things, as people we failed to. And then that's it. That's the end of Africa. And let me sit here and say this on record. Look, if we are not careful the next 10 years ahead of us, we will not have anything in Africa. It will be on paper. This will just exist on paper. Africa will just exist on paper. Because, watch this. Say, our cocoa, because of galamsey, metals, our cocoa. So Europe, refusing Ghana cocoa.
Yes.
So we cannot boast
Cocoa. If you kwadu.
So cocoa enko, kwadu enko, bayre enko, banche enko. So you
bayre no.
You become an import dependent.
Oh yes.
Instead of export dependent.
Yes.
So you can't export because cocoa no cry a cash crop no. So what they did was that look, they collapsed the peasant farming thing. And me, let me sit here and say this. Sure? In that your friend said commercial farming.
Yeah.
And you're African. Let me explain this. A lot of people don't understand. When we talk about farming, people think that we should go into large-scale farming. As soon as you have large-scale farming, a lot of people will be rendered hopeless and useless. So, in farming is in about 6 stages. Okay. You have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, stage 6, and 7. So, here in Ghana, we belong to stage 1 to stage 5.
Okay.
It's a yadentemo. Okay. One yen sir. Now man hoso pa. Now uko sinchem. Now akwaji sinchem asase nyina de ama JB nko a. Nti JB e wo beye 17,000 hectares, 1 million hectares. JB nko wo mfidi akase odua. Ye ayaka ye peasant farmers e hodi na no. We become his workers. We lose our originality.
Okay.
Enti when you come to Ghana, we have a food basket that is filled by all the peasant farmers. It's a basket this work to say India. I'll come to the India factor.
Yeah.
GH boy, Odia 2 acres. Me bra peniya wabe, boss mpacha odin to say. Mustafa Abubakar. Odia 5 acres.
Yeah.
Who do 3? Mimi do 1. Demaris do 2. Where do 3? Where do 4? Where do 6? It's yet basket this work. No do dia kotum. No way did it enti one person be dua bebre wo ho ne basket be yema no yeso de nipa bebre be dua yeso basket be yema ne enya aduane yedi so any kwan say ye gu no enti wo mo je sa ne ma ni nyina fi yensem asende nie wo mo je sa peasant attitude ye ma me nka sam ncho ye mi sa no me na ba ma me nkoko we be want na kurase
o me tire kurase pa
ye ma akoko bia na ho na de odin ateso odin ni
ye tumi kwa de ade watade a opeshe pa na de yate bi ateche akoko ne nan
me color ye red
aha ni yate bi ateche akoko ne nan
me color ye red Anita na ye man blue me wofa afroba kwame na no so no de ye se yellow se den bi enti ye mo akoko na de akeka na motuom enti wo akoko ne enti wo nyini no na wo akoko no so nyini na akoko na to eti obia ye peasant poultry farmer
otuso ani asan de kala na ma no
exactly obia peasant. I want to talk about peasant poultry eti say ye were 7 million households and the work Ghana assuming say it was 7 million households na say emu 3 million ebe ye peasant poultry farmers you reducing your poultry intake by how many percent? You understand? I have a policy that I've written here. I don't want to go into something. Look, peasant poultry farming. Me say you unya banya or unyansa. Don't just sit on TV and radio and announce that I am going to cut our poultry import by 40%. You don't think. You are not a thinker. Those people, and they find another beautiful way for you to go back and import rather more.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so number 1. Abayin sheda nko mpen kokoma. 4 million pieces. 4 million. They identify farmers depending on the size of your farm. Akoko na yenye na yefre ni fie akoko no.
Yes, of course.
Yemfa ni ntubuom onenam. But the fie akoko ne nam adache poultry akoko.
Aye. And so the boy do you?
So very good. Akoko no yemfa ni ma eye farmer no. It is say bia wo cocoa farm 10 acres yema nkoko between 100 and 1,000. Tuomugu cocoa food na snakes wo ho obechi biare ebi beka konsi yesusu na obesore anopa na snake abami no kosua
na nkoko no so eteto so entate wo cocoa na se
eti kontombre wo ho bancha haban wo ho bode e wo ho enwo agyanenan wo ho ono ankasa kokko na agyanenan enwura nketenkete
fertilizer
sonsono fertilizer na ososo de saa no de anyini say aban e de saa nkoko ne ba na sa wo ye farmer na wo gi 200 aban ma wo mu 10% to 20.
Yes, of course.
Na aban me fa 180 na aka no nko. Enti say wo ye farmer na wo gi 1000. Na aban ye 10%. Just 100.
Yeah.
Enti wo fa 100.
Yeah.
Aban ya fa 90. Peasant poultry basket no. Aban de 90 na kogum. Abubakar agi 1000. Owo Abaya Onua for 10, 100, 900 no. You da kogu peasant basket to them. Maybe the 1,000. Abaya for 900. You da kogu peasant basket to them. It is a winya and koko 4 million.
Yeah.
Now what the Magana for 1 million. Any pa consume poultry will come out. What is so 1 million automatically? You don't have to go and think about anything. Don't go and kill.
And it's also going to make eggs affordable.
Oh boy. X and koko better no. Now we are crying. Let me give you a first Venezuela.
Yeah.
Obviously Venezuela, drugs nation and blah blah blah. And then go to Venezuela and see. They collect eggs from homes to feed their schools.
Yeah.
They collect eggs to feed their schools.
Yeah.
So what we have to do is that farmer no who on cook 1,000 ebia emu 300 ye mema.
Yeah.
Who on 900 omo ye ma. Omo question na ombeto so for 10%.
That's all.
It is a one district. One district. Na so wunya farmers mako 3,000. Na obia nefo depending on nefo size. That each district. And koko over 300,000 and a war district be emu a.
Enye ne so omdi akoko funu brem ye wi.
No, but you see, that is the concept of nkoko kiti.
Oh. I know the concept.
That is the concept of nkoko kiti.
Let me see if I
can. Enye ne so omdi akoko funu brem ye wi.
Let me teach you. Let me show you something I did. Share. Is it
JB, do we have proper managers of the economy or damagers of economy?
Share. This is what I did. National Peasant Poultry Farming Initiative, empowering Ghana's farmers and communities.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, once you go to school, now we for a girlfriend chick.
Yeah.
We am chick. Me chicken here.
Does it have another meaning?
My men what there. They say come a chicken in say. Italians, mafias, and use I did start the term chick at one girlfriends. When they say, so akoko tukusia, obaso tukusia and so wanyem. So your girlfriend is like akoko, so chick. So what I am suggesting is say, yes, Sadino. Yeah, meaning of say JB say the chicken, the captain say the chicken, the marriage, we say the chicken, we say the chicken. Yeah, you say chicken no. I the atomano. And free ho. No mom, you're moving it from a certain level to another level that will bring glory and honor to the Ghanaian woman. Now you the competition among schools. So you eat your chick, you show me your chick. Show me your chick. Shemo akoko. And now eat my chick. So you have a competition. Say, Ebia Bodriasi Secondary School. And a Bodriasi DC Primary. Bodriasi MA Primary. Bodriasi JSS. Most school hoka krakani na ano. Mo won koko 30. Se mutu mo bom nkoko no ho ban. Na san koko no omo anwu a. At the end of the year, you become nkoko 15 na mama mashare.
Sunday ni.
You are not encouraging some nkoko nkoko bebre you. But you are changing their taste to the Ghanaian taste because taste can kill you.
Yeah.
But maybe a Jane, you know what could you about for because of took and I see a taste. Taste the assassin.
And grandfather no ni one no ni beobo.
No one. Taste the assassin. So what you have to do is to create. You see, farming.
Yeah.
If you, I have another thing I called agricultural tourism.
Yeah.
But Africa, we see agri to be punishment.
Yeah.
It is like I want to 4 million.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're cherry. Now at the end of the year, you fancy 4 million, 500,000. You get 3.5 million.
Yeah.
No, I'm so much to school feeding. Yeah, Kosia man kodalini.
Omenya.
Senior high school. Yeah, Kosia Momuni.
Sunday ni.
Venezuela dia o kind na madam fu bi dey send me say efro or community na asket.
Asket.
Yeah.
Uni akoko wa asketa. Wunya nipa. And look, let me tell you this. Woko India. basmati o said then rice na dia na mudi no when him say yen sheda e man dua and you see you do baby we should understand peasant farming, the importance of it and how to enlarge the frontiers of peasant farming and make it look commercial.
Yes, of course.
If you're a leader, this is what you do. And we call India, almost say a man who would mono. Wouldn't mean more than between 2 and 5 acres. Or Baba, who was sick as a day.
Send a be a baby.
Wouldn't mean more than that. And I wouldn't be a buyer. And we will be in 7 million women. And Mama come 7 million.
Wow.
So be under 2 acres.
Onua.
Wow.
And 2 times 7, 14.
14.
And India, every rice cycle, they have peasant farmers contributing 14 million hectares. 14 million. This is common sense. You see, we are there kitten. Na woman I can see. Yeah, kitten, and no woman I can see. And see, inquire also share Abubakar wife. Say, just 2 acres. Okay. 2 plus 2, say 4. 4 plus 2, you say 6. 6 plus 2, you say 8. 8 plus 2, you say 10. Now, so India by recruiting a mass 7 million.
Yes, of
this
course.
Type of rice. Mundia, Obia just 2 acres. So 2 times 7 is 14 million. But Uba Krobha, Ubenya Penimuno, I catch was the 2 acres there, the Bendana, Ebesun. No, you don't do it that way. You do it in Kete because Africa, a peasant. And then what about the grade 2? What about grade 3? Grade 5? When you be able to do about 500 acres, 600 acres, 1,000 acres. Now, what stabilize the system? Because Ghana, say you do more than 3 million acres of rice. They are moving good street so they go west. What did I be say? So we are in Kitten sa air grow no na abang looking for rice bands. You know, me see young creative food depots in Ghana. Community depot, district depot, regional depot, national depots. Eti, would you body and we are? Yen tunnel there and then.
Okay.
Yen famra. Community no. And Fanco district. Ya one near my bet me their body and natural will keep here. It will take about 2 weeks and Sabere, but people don't know. Men are not it in not the body.
Yeah.
No bebre, nobody anymore. Yeah, I've seen one before.
80 for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Body no, and the 3 days for Quemans and Drew National Depot. No, Mary.
Yeah.
Sunday.
A peasant farming. So you do it in kitting. But as people, we are not doing that. And I say about one tractors. Let me be sincere with you. I am not against industrial farming. I am not against it. Yeah. I'm not against commercial farming. But the point is that how many farmers in Ghana to me two tractor? Debbie, how many Ghana for farmers and a what tractor? Or to be 2 tractor? And how many Ghanaian youths crying and him said you treat tractor? And how many people in this country didn't know how to plow a land with equipment? That notwithstanding, as I said, we are the now we encourage it until we should stop making English compulsory in schools and make agriculture rather compulsory. I don't see why if I fail somebody's language, I can't go to the university.
But Greek is a punishment in school.
So we can induct them at a tender age.
Right. I don't see why if I fail somebody's language, I can't go to senior high school. It is, excuse my French, it's stupid.
You know, there's a place.
It doesn't make sense anymore.
Ewo, Libya, Tripoli. This is what they do. I'm more baby a friend of black markets.
Yeah.
Black markets, no. Abubakar, Edna Diania, wedding a day. I feel say in the next 1 week on DBM, not on the aba. They can not the aba, not the big home. Now what they would there, also the na can yes and I say no. Now what the aba, now so the big home, not captain the aba, not the media aba. To me drew on one, maybe I'm a Pabubakar diano. Number 5 Bubakar did me far in SS. Me find they met me a deal within 3 days or 4 days. Number 5. na ubaka so so bia ono so peme de na ono so afa obi anje obi asika bia iti among them obeko ho no benya aduane adi obeko obenyo aduane afa na wakọ no awu fie wadi locally produced aduane
na yen na komu kroma wo fa no ndobwa na
ndobwa. You see, so when we do this as people, what we are doing is that, hey, wake up. Okay, now English is not compulsory. Greek is compulsory. It eradicates this colloquial monarchical mentality. Say, I said, when you go into farming, it's a punishment. So you have somebody, a child at age 6, 7, 8, 9, Osua Greek, Osua peasant farming. It's meant channel large scale farming, peasant farming. Say Owofia, I say unya kuko baba akonyeno. Owofia, I say wa kuko baba ako. Say Owofia, I say me na me won ponche for. The first time I minya me first sika to me bottom was akoko amena na ba edemami.
Yeah.
Baako net ewo. Eti akwada de bedru JHS1 na onimmfaso a ewo peasant farming ho. Eti ono ankasa coffee a okoka che ma say ma yendua meko ha ma kote tomatoes na oyiyi abane free mu a o mama mfa ngu sink na ankogu ma ho obeje tomatoes abano no ye gu baby a ebetimi afifiri. So akwada de peasant farming be sha ase who say it is not a punishment to become a farmer. Obedu senior high school 3 obewie SHS no one could come 300 obetumi aton the 20 school fees go university. But we are not doing these things. We want to sit down. We have all turned ourselves into tankers. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Instead of we becoming thinkers, we don't think. We are just thanking people instead of thinking. Is it not a shame with all these arable lands? All these arable lands. And we are still crying for Ukraine to bring us. Look, I was watching CNN. Now Ukraine is saying that they probably cannot trust Trump. That Trump, Bema or more weapons.
Which he will not do.
Military accoutrements. Because Trump I catch almost say, Sir Soldier for that Biden do almost call just last 4 days. When you're ready, and that ever in 20th January, and they should start packing.
They are coming back.
So, yes, sir. When you're America supporter, on your NATO support. When you're NATO supporter, Poland, Denmark, Belgium, Sweden, all those Scandinavian countries now, they will all back off. And Ukraine, beba contact lonely. Russia, Russia, so I am telling you.
Also, spending on investing there war again.
Ukraine is also saying that. On to me exporting more grains because they come back, you know. And they take Ghana, and they near bro. It's a crack a bro every Ukraine.
Yeah.
The last time I checked, we have spent $987 million importing a bro from Ukraine only 2024.
And also,
2024 bro now you cry every Ukraine. So we started from April 2024 till last month. Now you cry $984 million US, bro.
Better than 40 farmers in Sumo.
No, what is wrong with us?
Because last 2 years, Minkrofobia ba Ghana. Na wamusio mashe ewiasi nyina. Adia bako mu change I invest in aye prekese. Omu rate ye na Israel and Ghana.
Prekese kra de wakwachi he.
Omu nya ne ba bia say Ghana. Omu ba ye no mu san ko.
Look, let me tell you. Prekese kra de wakwachi. Yeah, nkasi be ye prekese kra ya ton na Dr. Prekese da munu kroti fie ha. Yeah, look, one side they took food from us and encouraged us to go into cash crop.
Yeah.
They took food from us, growing food, and rather encouraged us to go into cash crop. So they encourage us to do what? Cocoa. Cocoa, no, so one must say, don't process it and bring it. For the raw beans in the brain. When him say cocoa and honona, fiber na,
Eddie, your boy, we are near 2 way naturally.
Very good. Well, yeah, the cocoa no cost Switzerland. Switzerland only cocoa farm 1 acre. But Switzerland no more determine cocoa price. What they qua? When we eat cocoa, say hash or say then I walk home. I want to know cocoa beans in the only baby I'm going to cost Switzerland. No more Japan.
That's how they know. Okwechi. Sawdust. Sawdust.
Okay.
Sawdust.
I'll be cooking utensils.
Every now and then, sawdust.
Sawdust now. You see, so we don't have any reason to fail as people. And look, let me say this. I almost the international superpowers will not allow you to do what you have to do. No American president is willing to come and wipe Ghana president. Say, no president in UK, no prime minister in the United Kingdom would want to come to Ghana and question either Mahama or who or wherever that Addington would do it. Nobody has the time to do these things. Strategically, they see us to be fools, especially our leaders. Yeah. Because we are in 21st century and we are having 16th century leaders.
It is therefore our strong conviction, therefore, that the black is a raw material for the white man.
You see, and sometimes when I sit in the comfort of my compound, I ask myself several questions. Okay, Kube. Eh?
And then maybe to be 7 cities.
Good. Kube 7 cities. Kube Bako. 1 coconut.
Yeah.
7 Ghana cities.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll come and kiss 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Then Kube 7 cities.
What's the transportation them on the coast?
Yeah, how Kube grows to become Kube. What the Kube Aba? Etoho. Na duabie film. Na duanaso. Na what the chef. Now we want say flowers be aba so na pai. Na dey round be aba sesa so. Sa dey round no what here what was symbol mu a. Eyeye. Enye den. Nsuo dim.
Yeah.
Be hu an say ayekese. Na nsuo akohyem. Na bibi hardened we be abeka ho. Na when your hash no ho. Na abeye kube. And then nyame ye nsa.
Ba ko to me pai be brave.
Okay. Enti a simple policy.
Yeah.
Simple policy. Ghana ha community bia krobia ndua aya na yakoji sika se kodua ndua nyansa bia nim omo jisika na omo chedi politicians ni chedi
Green Ghana
when him say wo calculate ndua ye from Rollins time abesi there say there was 7 million trees when
was that
from Rollins time abesi there I say Ghana ye ndua makoma 7 million
Galam say na say
7 million trees na sisi hin. Greater Accra 7 million trees na hinesi. Kumasi 7 million trees no Kumasi de sisi hin. Kofodu ya de sisi hin. Cape Coast de sisi hin. So you need something that is visible, something that can attract. Anything that feeds, it leads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I say? Anything that feeds leads.
Yeah.
And there be a feed you no only do.
Yes, of course.
So what do you have to do number one as a leader? And they say, look. Community be our Ghana have you be and mama 500 in Kubedua.
Because you many assassin do house there.
Assassin be
500 Kubenu yankasa kwaji assassin ba kunedua. Where from dua 10. Abubakar efum onua 10. Mensume from medua 10. Samia from medua 10. You see peasant farming it's the best. But we don't understand. We have sat down for these guys to deceive us to believe that without commercial farming and all this, we can do anything.
Yeah, I make a message being sure. Very interesting. By now, every one of us has seen practically that the black man cannot control themselves. Give them guns and they will kill each other. They are good for nothing but making noise, dancing, marrying many wives, and indulging in sex. Let us accept that the black man is a symbol of poverty, mental inferiority, and laziness and emotional incompetence. Therefore,
well,
I
am the exception. You see, so you see, I I think that look, why must we import oil, cooking oil? And you know the chemicals, the number of chemicals are what they count. Oil be as I said that.
Yeah.
Oil as I said that. It's my types of oils be who say ekumini pano so you be vegetable oil. And also that I feel there was I say soya oil. And also that sunflower oil. And also that oil.
Coconut oil.
And that. So the best oil in this world is coconut oil. It is the most healthiest oil in the world. And the world market is $14 trillion.
Wow.
The whole wide world can produce only 980 million, not even up to 1 trillion.
Yeah.
That is the global demand of
This is a 4 liter gallon. No? It's about 5 to 600
So
cities.
if you are a president in Africa, think cocoa is losing its value. All the cash crops are losing their value because Galamsey is destroying a lot of farms. There are metals in our cocoa. Coffee, we've stopped growing coffee in this country. What's other cash crop building now? Nothing. You don't have any name.
Cashew nuts.
Oh, cashew nuts anyway.
Is that I say
I say.
Oh well, I mean the chima ne bono hono you used to get there.
Oh yeah.
So we are buying Efi and crying. Echo Cape Coast. Maybe a space will be ado. Yafa could be some quite home from Accra, could see half a sneak. Accra, Cocofodia. Now, you establish 5 oil coconut oil plants, 5 across the country. Region 10, maybe some 16 name pair. 10 regions. 10 biya mienu biya obako.
So 20.
No. Mienu biya say 10 regions. So 5.
Okay.
Na yamma womo ebia womo targets. Na yamfa Ashanti region there no and Shelley go on some yamfa check Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology sir because womo ben hoda that they can easily be corrupted. Eti Legon wo business school na wo ho no. Mo na mo hwe Ashanti region coconut oil factory so. Okay. Your friend say KNUST, Momo Shebronga Hafo, any Volta region, coconut oil factory. So, all right. University of Development Studies,
UDS.
Central, any Western DNA. So when you set up factories as a leader, you don't hand it over just to people. Go and read the German Revolution, the French Revolution, and even the American Revolution. After reading this, you will know how to manage state-owned factories. You hand it over to the universities. So the Vice Chancellor of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, he's also the Deputy Board Chair of the Volta Easting Coconut Oil Factory. So the business schools in the various universities will be there to help them manage these factories. So because it's a university, with him, I don't know our dear brother's qualification, but let me tell you, when you meet somebody with first degree, na SSNI did not tell a show papa.
Yeah.
When you meet somebody with masters, nobody the first degree did not tell
the title no crampo one for title now addressing and a problem.
That is why our professors are afraid to come into politics because they know that we why you could GSS certificate. So therefore, you use emotional intelligence and you trap them. Now the factory national sir. It's a professor be Rosen and Imbeguasi, PhD holder be Rosen and Imbeguasi. So they would team up properly, just wanting to maintain their integrity and their hard-won reputation. They would not mess up. Challenge.
Onua
95.1 FM.